mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. The slot man in motion right. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Allen Lazard. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 25 on second down, Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Brady throwing complete here to Fournette. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Here's Brady. Being chased, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 31, check 3.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield, and that one falls incomplete.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson, 28 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point.
Touchdown, Packers! A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Motion.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Over the middle to Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 57 yards. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Check it, reload.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Yeah. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And brought in by Brady. And he'll be out of bounds, but able